Hello and welcome to Celestial IELTS and to a new video. Today we are going to give some feedback to Firdavs. Actually, he has been to this channel before. I think it was 5 months ago, maybe. Yeah, and that time I gave him an answer, I guess. So his exam was near and he contacted me. So we took another mock. So let's get to the feedback video. Let's see if he performed in a similar way, whether it improved or maybe worsened. Okay, so let's get to it. Before that, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends. Also, if you're looking for a similar mock test, get in touch with me through Telegram or WhatsApp. So let's get started.
Good evening. My name is.
So I have sped it up a bit actually because I find normal speech boring. So it is at this speed right now. Okay, I hope you can see. Right. Yeah. So this is at 1.44. So if we don't understand something, then we'll be reducing the speed. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be.
Rashid, and I'll be your mock examiner for the day. And we are conducting a
Hey,
mock test at our Digital Test Center at Celestial IELTS. Okay. So could you please tell me your full name?
So your name, place, everything are normal questions, basic questions.
my full name is Nusratov Firdavs. Just you can call me. My first name is Firdavs.
Okay, Firdavs, where are you from?
So that answer is pretty fine. Basic, good.
I'm from Uzbekistan. I'm the city of Uzbekistan. It's Bukhara. Bukhara is a modern. It's a blend of modern and traditional city. But I have been living for more than 2 years in Tashkent because of my study.
Have been living in okay, good.
Okay, fine. All right. Now let's talk about freedom and independence. Okay. So do you
Mhm.
consider yourself an independent person?
Yes, of course. I'm an independent person because I have my own rights. I can do anything if I want. That's why I live in an independent country. It's Uzbekistan. That's why I consider myself as a freedom person.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants a freedom person? It's free person. Okay.
Okay, fine. All right. So when did you start making decisions on your own?
Okay, when I turned to 18 years old, I started
Turn two or when I turned 18, that is fine.
to make my own decisions. Maybe I get the passport. I got the passport. That's why I can make my decisions by myself. And also,
Passport? I don't really feel like you can make decisions on yourself when you get a passport, but okay, it's his opinion. Go with it.
my parents are. It's a responsibility of my parents. Also, I can discuss my decisions with my parents. They not only help me to make better decisions, but also they always support me in any difficult situations.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So did you always want to be independent, especially when you were little?
No, I don't think so because when I was a little, I didn't work
When I was little.
alone. I always, if I wanted to go somewhere, I always go with my friends or maybe my families and also my parents. Especially the last time when I was 13 years old, it's the time I went to kindergarten with my friends. I can remember it vividly.
When he was 13 years old, huh? He went to kindergarten. Let's slow it down and check it.
When I was 13 years old, it's the time I went to kindergarten with my friends. I can remember it vividly.
I'm not really sure what he meant by that, but okay. So let's ask Google, okay? One thing. How do children go to kindergarten? Right. It's like when you are 3 or 4, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. And it's yeah. But 13, I'm not really sure. Okay. Now, I normally suggest most of my students to listen to podcasts and that you should actually do so, but YouTube's ads are very annoying and I'm on YouTube. So yeah. But there are alternatives, okay. So one is actually called New Pipe. You can check it out if you want. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Okay, so what about your friends? Are they also independent like you?
Yes, of course. I live in as I mentioned earlier, I live in the independent country. Not only me, but also everybody have freedom in my country. They have their own rights. They can do their actions individually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer. It's better not to end your answers with yeah. Okay, maybe you can add more explanation if you want, otherwise it's fine. And here, independent, I see independence and freedom, everything depends on other aspects also, like financial independence, this independence, right? So you can talk about that also if you want, otherwise you can generalize it. It's on you.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk about free time. Okay. So do you get a lot of free time?
No, these days we live in a hectic lifestyle. That's why I don't have enough time to spend time for myself.
Hectic means busy. I have a really hectic lifestyle. Okay. And if you want to check out his older mock test, click on here, the bell button. It will be over here, like on that side. Yeah. Okay, so check it out if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll leave the link down below. Okay. And even to listen to this mock test that I have spread it up a bit, you can check out the link. Okay. I'll also leave that on the I button or in the description. Okay. Cool.
But sometimes I get the time. I'm a kind of bookworm person. That's why sometimes I read the books and also listen to music. Yeah,
Mhm.
Listen to music is fine. You don't need S. Okay.
I
So,
allocate the time for myself.
okay. So what kind of books do you read?
Especially, I'm the big fan of. I'm generally passionate about the reading the novels because
So if you get like if you switch it in between, it's fine, but it's better to avoid that, like how he did it right now. Okay.
especially detective novels, because I can learn some kind of things from them. Reading novels not only help me to enrich my knowledge, but also deepen my understanding. The last time I have read Atomic Habits and the Alchemist books, they are also
Okay.
the
Yeah, try reading those two books actually. They're good. I mean, they're not so difficult to read. You can complete it very fast. Read it
All right.
indispensable
if you haven't.
in my life.
Okay. So do you think you have less free time now than the past?
No, I don't think so. In the past, I had a free time more because
I had a free time. I had more free time.
I had zero responsibility. That's why I could spare time for I could like split out the time for myself and also my friends. Nowadays, these days, we live in a busy like we live in a technology-oriented world. That's why
Technology-oriented world. I like that.
we are so busy, especially with school phones me sometimes, and also I have work and study. That's why I don't
Okay.
have free time these days.
All right. So do you like this type of life where you're always busy?
No, I don't like, but I have to
No one likes it, I guess. I think, but some people do, and if they're not doing anything, it gets boring. Right? Anyhow, let's continue.
live in this world. If I want to accomplish stage in success, that's why if I want to achieve the bright future, I have to live in this world. I want to live. I don't like to live in a busy schedule and also busy lifestyle because we don't have time for ourselves because life is hard. You born first time, you cannot born second time. That's why
Yeah, born first time, you can simply say you only have one life. I think that is more clear, but otherwise, his idea is clear.
we also spend time for ourselves.
Another thing is, if you check, he's smiling. Look, right? Some students are really tensed up, so you don't need to do that. When you smile, you free up. You are more relaxed, and because you're smiling and happy, your pronunciation will be also good.
I mean,
Hmm. Okay, good. Okay. So this part is over. Now let's move on to the next part. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick card.
So far, good. I really like his answers, very clear. I didn't have any issues, and he is able to use compound complex sentences, use of different types of grammatical structures. So it's good. So this is the cue card I gave him. Describe a time when you made an independent decision. Okay, that's a simple cue card. Let's see what he has to say.
This topic.
okay. Well, throughout my life, I have taken many kind of important decisions. I made a lot of important decisions. Just I'm gonna talk
In between, he's like kind of repeating a bit, little bit, but it's fine.
about one of the important decisions which I play a pivotal role in my life and also it has changed my life. If I cast my mind back when I was studying at university, at the time I wanted to enter to university, but I didn't know which university I chose because
With in which university I choose, otherwise it's better to go with which university to choose or go with.
I didn't like choose my field, my domain. And also my parents, they had their like different opinions. My dad wanted me, he
Mhm.
wanted I would be a doctor, and also my mom wanted you would be teacher, and also I didn't know what
So here, let's listen to it again. Okay. Um, it's slower. Yeah, no, it's fine.
I was studying at university. At the time, I wanted to enter to university, but I didn't know which university I chose because
Which university to choose? That is much better, like I mentioned.
I didn't like choose my field, my domain. And
Mm.
also, my parents they had their like different opinions. My dad wanted me. He wanted I would be a doctor.
He wanted me to become a doctor, or he thought I would become a doctor, more like that. Okay. This is fine.
And also my mom wanted you would be teacher, and also
Mom wanted you would be, not you. My mom wanted me to be a teacher, or my mom thought I would be a teacher. Blah blah blah. Okay.
I didn't know what like domain I follow and I choose. And also when I was a child, I was interested in the government and also policymakers work, and I had an enthusiasm about the government and the diplomacy, the relationship between countries. That's why I decided to enter the National University of Uzbekistan, and my field was a political science. I chose this subject. That's the first time which I made the decisions independently. When I talked about these domains,
It's talked. So usually Uzbek students got this issue with PD sounds. It's talked. Okay. So this is one word I got from another student. Actually, I didn't know this. It's called deleterious. Okay.
Deleterious.
Difficult. Okay. So talk. Right. So yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Um, let's see if we have this here. Yeah. No, I mean the pronunciation is on the. Let's see. So let's go to Google Translate, and it will say it. It's kind of accurate. Yeah. Yeah. So
talked,
talk.
talked,
Okay.
talked, talked, talked,
Correct.
a little bit, yeah, I didn't refuse or why I choose this field, because I followed my dreams. I didn't follow my parents, and also these decisions which I took played important role in my life. That's why I'm working in my field, and also I worked in a government like sectors, and I help the policymaker to control the country. And also I have plan to study master level in this field in the future. That's why
Future, I think the pronunciation with future can also improve. Okay. Uh, so let's go here. Okay.
futures, future,
Future. Okay. Otherwise, it's fine. Okay.
this important decision has changed my life. I can say that.
Okay, we change it. It's changed, right? So,
changed,
right.
changed,
Not change it.
Because
Okay, thank you so
if I
much.
yeah,
Okay, so is this course or this subject very popular in your country?
I don't think so this subject is popular in my country, because my country like has become the independently, maybe like many years doesn't like pass
Has become independently, maybe like, so there is no proper connection, but okay.
it. That's why I can say that it's not a
And the reason why I have slowed down is that I think I need to talk a lot here, especially in part three. If I remember properly, it's been a while since I took a smoke also. So yeah, let's see.
performance like domain. That's why nowadays we are integrating, we are making decisions, and also we make a contract with many countries. The policymaker is
Okay.
developing.
So do you think making independent decisions always leads to positive results?
You can repeat.
So if you don't understand the question, always ask for repetition. The examiner will repeat it down what you say. But don't ask for them to repeat like more than 2 times.
Yes. Do you think
Hmm?
making independent decisions always leads to positive results?
Both cities. I
Positive.
don't understand the
Positive,
last.
positive results, good results.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, I got you. Yes, of course. If you take a important decision, yeah, sometimes, yeah, it always leads to better life or better result, And also, before the making decision, you should also consider
Before making, or
the many
before taking a
factors.
decision. That is how you should say it.
Maybe you should consult with your parents, or you should consult the people who are the more experienced than you. It helps you to make important decisions. But if you make a decisions in a hurry without thinking, it leads to sometimes inaccurate, like inappropriate result, not better result.
Hmm. Okay. So what does freedom mean to different people?
That's an excellent question. Yeah, freedom is a double-edged sword. Some people think
Double-edged sword. I like that you said. Okay, good.
freedom, like they see the freedom in is not a good way. They think if you become a freedom,
If you become a freedom, you can say if you have freedom, or if you're free, or if you become free, or if you become totally free.
you cannot control yourself. You want to do everything, and also maybe it leads to uncertainty. Maybe also you go to the another wrong way. But most of the people they think that the freedom play a pivotal role. It's indispensable in our life because in democratic country, taking example of USA, is a developed country. Freedom is a part of the democracy. I think that's why freedom is important.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so how can governments balance freedom and security?
That's an excellent question. Yeah. Okay, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't
So you can use this kind of phrases actually. It's a smart way to actually get some time to think and all. Also, normally no one says it's a good question, so people do. So you can use phrases actually.
think so. I had never thought about this question. Let me think.
So this is actually a good way to actually think and get time. So he has this advice. Like,
And policymakers strike a balance between the freedom and security. Maybe with they control the people, they can strike a balance between freedom and security by strict regulations. That's a key, in my opinion. The government implement the strict regulations. If somebody like commit a crime, maybe government control it by rules, maybe.
Hmm,
That's why
okay.
if that's why
Like
it
so,
keeps security.
okay. Should people have the right to say whatever they want, even if it offends others?
that's a really good question in my opinion. Yeah, anyhow, let's go.
Can you repeat one more time?
Yes. Should people have the right to say whatever they want, even if it offends others?
To defend others?
Yeah, offend others. Like,
Often means kind of make the other person feel bad, or you can say making them feel weird, not weird, like I don't know how to explain it. Let's go. Sometimes I don't get it. So, yeah. Often means, yeah, just making them feel bad. Yeah, that is often. Angry, this and that. Okay.
make them sad, angry, or something, upsets others.
Okay, yes. Yeah, we live in a freedom country for freedom.
So he's using freedom world, freedom country is actually free country or a country of freedom. So that's how you should say, but little mistakes are fine.
World, and also many countries are freedom. That's why people have their own choice, their own rules. They can say that what they want.
They can say that what they want. They can say whatever they want.
Yeah, they can say that. In my opinion, maybe
Okay.
I don't understand your the last sentence. That's why maybe I don't.
Okay, so if you don't understand the question, it's better to clarify again and again instead of just saying something. Or if you said something, don't say I didn't understand. Okay, that's gonna be weird.
gives a better
All
result.
right,
Can you repeat the one?
ask again. I'll ask again. Should people have the right to say whatever they want, even if it offends others?
Okay, so like in if you go in some European areas, especially in Germany, and maybe if you talk about Hitler or that swastika symbol, it usually offends people easily. Okay, it's called swastika. Okay, so it has been in like many Asian countries, especially in Hinduism and Buddhism, but actually in the Western world, it's a symbol of the Nazi Party. Okay, so this is the swastika. So, like, if you talk about it a bit, or if you even draw it somewhere around those areas, people might get offended. Okay, so actually, you will say, yeah, I have the freedom to do whatever I want. It's a free country. But again, it will offend others. So, do you think people should have that freedom? So, that is actually the question. I hope it is clear now.
Offense others?
Yeah, offends others. Offend means basically upsets others, upsetting other people.
Okay, okay, I understand. Yeah, that's excellent questions. Yeah,
Questions? No? Question?
yeah, people have their own rights. In my opinion, sometimes, yeah, they can say that, and also when they upset the others, they can, maybe they ask to apologize
Hmm.
or others.
Here, he's a bit unsure about his answer, but it's okay.
I don't understand the
Okay,
question, maybe.
all right.
Don't say that I don't understand the question. Okay, somehow you are able to make it up. So because of this, I might lower his score a bit, but let's see.
Do you think too much freedom can have negative consequences?
Yes, I think. In my opinion, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I tell you about the upsides and freedom, and there are also the drawbacks of freedom. If the government gives more freedom to people, and also it sometimes it leads to the negative result. Maybe people can do anything if they want. Maybe more freedom leads to like bad results. Maybe I think
Here in part three, he's struggling a bit.
that the most of the times freedom is the good leads to good results. Maybe if the government gives the freedom to media, or media they give information about people, and also if the government gives the freedom for electing people, it also leads to benefits. One negative side I can say that maybe if the government gives the freedom to media proof of maybe is they exaggerate everything. Maybe it would be difficult. It will bring a negative sides maybe.
So the answer can be made more better. You can say the question is, do you think? Uh, yeah, what was it? Even I forgot. Wait a second. Uh,
Hmm.
Or others. I don't understand the
Okay,
question maybe.
all right. Do you think too much freedom can have negative?
Okay, so too much freedom. So you can say, yeah, I definitely think so. If a person or any body, let's say even a government body or anything, is given too much freedom without any limitation, in that case, it can hurt itself and others, in my opinion. For example, if a person gets too much freedom, I mean, they can do literally anything. Maybe they'll end up hurting themselves by doing something. Otherwise, they will create a lot of menace around. Also, if you take the example of a government body, if it is given too much freedom, for example, the military, in that case, they will do literally anything in order to win. Maybe they will break international treaties and this and that. So I think there should be a limitation to the amount of freedom you give to anyone or anything. You can go like this.
So if the government gives the freedom for elect.
Okay, so let's go.
Thank you so much. That's the end of the speaking test.
Okay, thank you for you.
That's it. Overall, he spoke well, like last time, but in part three he had some struggles. Otherwise, the answers were pretty okay. And in a way, the questions were little bit difficult. Some of the students don't usually answer well. if I ask these questions. Okay, but it's okay. I mean, if you aren't able to answer, you listen to the feedback. Maybe he's mock and maybe you got some idea. If you still don't have any idea, just ask me. I'll tell you. Okay. Alright. So let's talk about his score. Overall, he spoke well. His fluency and coherence is actually good, especially in part one. Into okay, okay, in part three, not a lot. So because of that, I might lower his fluency and coherence score from a seven, maybe to maybe six. Okay, with lexical resource seven. I mean, he's able to use good words and all. But that freedom thing, that is a little issue. But I'm not gonna consider it with grammar and the grammar and everything. He's good. He's able to use grammar well. There are not a lot of issues. Okay, yeah, that freedom thing comes under this. Yeah. Anyhow, for this also, I'm gonna give a seven with pronunciation. Everything is clear. He does have some pronunciation issues here and there, but again, I feel like I can give a seven for him. So overall, it is a 7. It can be 6.5. Okay. So actually, he can get a 7, but for now, I'm gonna give a 6.5, especially because of that last part, part 3. But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of a 7. Okay, but he can do much more. That is why I'm limiting him to a 6.5. Okay. Otherwise, if he does a bit more, he can easily get a 7, maybe more. Okay, now what to do in order to get a 7 plus? Be more fluent, be more open. He's already actually, but I feel like there's more to do in order to get a 7 above. But otherwise, yeah, this will get him a 7 if he tries well. Otherwise, for now, I'm gonna give a 6.5. Do not that. Some other examiner might give a 7 for this. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. See you with the next one. And if you're looking for a similar mock test, feedback, and everything, you can get in touch with me through Telegram or WhatsApp, and we can schedule your mock test. Also, if you want classes for IELTS, OET, CELPIP, PTE, and other English personal tests, you can get in touch with me. All right. And I got more mock tests coming, and a lot of mock tests that are already in this channel. So check it out. Okay. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends and anyone who is preparing for IELTS or even IELTS trainers. Okay. So bye bye. See you in the next one.